you told us many times about all the games you went to growing up here and everything. Did you go to any Michigan State games, and any of them stick out to you from when you were young?
Yeah, I went up to East Lansing in '01. I think that was the Phantom second play. Don't get me started on that one. I went to I think it was '04 when it was triple overtime here. So I've been to some pretty good games. They're usually dog fights. That's what this rivalry's about.
Did that make it easier for you to be ready for this and understand the intensity when you came here?
Yeah, I think I had a good understanding of the rivalry, but I think that the coaches have always done a great job of, helping the players understand the magnitude of the game.
Jordan, I got 2 questions for you. Can you talk a little about the defensive improvement the last couple of weeks, where you guys have made the biggest gains over, say, the non-conference season, or even when it really started with the Notre Dame game? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that we did have our struggles at the beginning of the year. I think that it was those struggles that have kind of allowed us to be the defense that we are today, and we're continuing to improve. I think that we did make some big strides in the Notre Dame game. We stopped the run, and I think that the front 7 is where we've made the biggest improvements. From a defensive back standpoint, I think we've done a fine job of keeping the ball inside and in front, but we're continuing to get better there. But like I said, I think it's the front 7, the guys up front that have really been doing a great job of stopping the run, and we're trying to improve every week.
My second question for you, after Jake Ryan got number 47, you joked a little about how good of a game he had, and if, maybe I should get a number and change my number and the whole thing. I think we've been a little surprised that they've had a couple of these numbers and you haven't gotten one yet, especially with Gerald Ford's this past weekend. Do you have any ideas or something in the works? I mean, could it be that Jordan Kovacs has a Legends jersey someday?
I don't know about that. Let's not get carried away. I've never really thought about it. I'm all right with 32, but that's fine by me.
You continuously said the defense is at its best when the offense is on the field, and controlling the clock is so important. But how does it change a game and change momentum when you see Denard rip off a 60-yard run, or Gallon have a 70-yard touchdown catch?
Yeah, those are obviously huge plays. Anytime you score, it's good. But I think at the same time, when they control the ball, defenses sit and rest in, and I think that's good as well. But obviously, you don't want Denard to take a knee at the goal line just so you can run a few more plays and a couple more minutes off the clock. I think that our offense has done a pretty nice job the last couple of weeks. They've scored a lot of points, and for the most part, they've ate up a lot of clock, and I think that's helped the defense out a lot.
How does the fact that nobody on this roster has ever beaten Michigan State add to this game and this rivalry, and for you guys this weekend?
The past is the past. I don't think that what's happened the last few years matters. I think that if you're a football player and you know about Michigan football, you'll be ready for this game no matter what.
Along those same lines, though, knowing this is your final chance to beat them, does that add to the importance of this game for you and the seniors?
It's a rivalry game. You want to win. You want to win every one. So I don't think that this one's any more significant than last year's or than next year's. You can throw the records out, throw the past history away. It's about Michigan State this weekend.
Jordan, you referenced the physicality after last year's Michigan State game. How important is it to you that Michigan has the most physical team of the two this Saturday?
I don't know what the statistics are, but I think the team that runs the ball better usually wins this game. So that's what it comes down to year in and year out. So we've got to be more physical than them, and we've got to be, as defensive backs, we can't give up that big play. So I think that we've got to be physical and we've got to be ready to go.
Along those lines, can you talk about Le'Veon Bell, and is he the number one key for your defense, containing him?
Well, I think he's their guy on offense. He's the leading rusher in the Big Ten, but I think that they've got a pretty tough quarterback as well. Is he leading the league in passing yards? Is that what I heard? So they've got an explosive offense. I think that it does start with Le'Veon Bell. They like to run the ball. I think that's no secret, and we're going to have our hands full with them.
Michigan State's offense has struggled lately, and yet I'm sure you guys know what they were capable of, and seen Bell look good on tape. You just talk about their offense and what possible challenges they could present.
Yeah, I think that they're the same offense as the last few years. They like to run the ball. They like to control the game with their offense. They want to eat up clock and keep their defense off the field. They want to be physical. They want to run the ball downhill. And, like I said, I think they've got a pretty impressive quarterback as well. So we're going to have our hands full.
Jordan, how's your knee?
It's good. How's yours?
You know, they're there. No, but in all seriousness, I mean, you've been wearing a brace the past couple of weeks. Has that limited you at all? Is there any pain there?
No, no pain. No, it hasn't limited me. It's a fashion statement. Does it look good?